Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Lance Scurv Show. I could not let this one go by. I didn't even realize. I went to bed early last night. We're going to start out showing it for those who are going to stay here for a short time. Here it is.
Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. Jane のジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out.
あら、どうなんでしょうか。
Oh, wow.
あら、どうなんでしょうか。
Oh, wow.
あら、どうなんでしょうか。
Oh, wow. Wow.
あら、どうなんでしょうか。
Oh, wow. Wow.
One more time. One more time.
Will
あら、どうなんでしょうか。
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. Jane のジョークだったんです。
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. We going to talk about it. This ain't going to be long, y'all. It's like a Mike Tyson fight. But we got something even more awesome coming later on that's connected to this, and I will not spill the beans. So I'm only going to go but so far. But you're going to realize today, before the day is over, why this happened. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to sort of zone out right now. Welcome everybody in the chat room. I'm just going to focus on the words I have to say. And I'm no different than anybody else. We all know what time it is. We all know that this is staged. Of course it is. But why is it staged? There's so many angles of this that we can chop up. I'm just going to throw a few things out. And again, I'm going to say we're going to do a show later on. And we're going to bring it on home and go real deep in a very convincing fashion. I didn't know we were going to do the show later on. When I got the phone call, I'm like, yes, I was already setting this one up. So this is the precursor. I was going to try to bring it all the way home, but because of later on, I'm going to go 80%. But let me tell you something. Let me cut this music off and focus on what I have to focus on here. Will Smith is the most insecure man in Hollywood. And all of a sudden, and this is one take, I have several takes. Will Smith is the most insecure man in Hollywood. And one part of it, aside from it being staged now, we know it's staged. I'm just going to talk about all the other things that those on a lower vibration would speak, because we know it's something bigger than this. But him being the most insecure man in Hollywood, well, why is this? Because of his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. How all of a sudden you going to get gangster on Chris Rock for making a joke about your wife, which when you're a public figure, you're all, it's all good because, you know, people are going to make fun of you. They're going to make jokes. They're going to say things. They're going to come around and make up things. And then on top of that, I'm saying it this way. I don't mean half of Hollywood. I'm just saying it as we talk. Half of Hollywood done been up in your wife. You didn't seem to get mad then. Look, you admitted this stuff now. And then your wife recently had some affair that was very open. I can't recall his name. I'm getting old, but y'all know that there was an open thing going on with Jada Pinkett Smith and that singer. If you know the name, drop it in there. If not, we all know what time it is. It's out there in Google. And what did you say? Nothing. Your wife publicly serenading around with this guy with their little secret sexual, well, not too secret, rendezvous. And you're going to get mad at a joke. But it goes further than that. Even Will Smith himself admitted on The Breakfast Club, don't know the timeline, but it's there, that he was very insecure about Jada Pinkett Smith friendship. I don't know what happened beyond that, but there was some intense feelings between Tupac and Jada Pinkett Smith. They had a friendship before Will Smith came along. And it was very intense. And Tupac said himself, I'd give my heart, I'd give my liver, I'd give anything to her. And she felt so intense about him. You see what I mean? And the thing is that he couldn't find himself to talk to Tupac because Tupac he had a heart. You see what I mean? So this is the thing. Yes, you're right, Kiso. I'm not really peeking on the chat room a lot. Thank you, Simply Love Tarot. Everybody go to her channel and subscribe. She's the real deal. When I start looking at the chat room, I start losing my flow. So don't think I'm ignoring you. We know that it's a distraction. It goes beyond Ukraine. Y'all gonna find out later on. Y'all gonna find out. Because anytime you have something like this happening, okay, come on. Okay, let's put that aside about Jada Pinkett Smith. We're gonna get down on that. But two black men at the Oscars, one being aggressive and smacking another one. Look, when they see that, you both are out of here. Next year will tell if this was staged or not. If there is a next year, right? There will be. We'll be here. But if Chris Rock is back next year, you're going to know, because white folks, you could be on a job, you can be somewhere. If they see two black men and one smacks the other one, they're both guilty. You both are out of here with that nigga shit. That's the way they do it. So imagine, this is a monumental moment here. Two black men at the Oscars? There was a time we would never get an Oscar, but there's two black men on the stage of the Oscars, and one walks up and he's Hollywood's darling, top paid actor, Will Smith, knows about the legalities, knows that you can get sued, knows that you have a lot to lose. Come on, man. And you just walk up there and turn hood on them. We know you're from Philadelphia, but you're from the nicer part of Philadelphia. You were never hood, brother. So you're going to get up there and all of a sudden do that when your wife was running with that singer. You put it out there from 20 years ago. And I never stopped saying it, and people were denying. No, it can't be true. There was a magazine, y'all, a physical magazine that has to be out there in somebody's garage, has to be under somebody's bed or some doctor's office or whatever, in the attic, in the basement, that they spoke of their open relationship. They were blurry with it, but they made it known that they see other people. They weren't so super specific. The internet was around, but it wasn't around like it is now. You didn't have all of these Hollywood gossip sites that every time you pick your nose the wrong way as a so-called star, somebody is running with that story. So it's out there already. And I was telling people, and it was like the magazine I had disappeared. You know, you don't really hold on to these things. You think, it's out there, so why? But when they started denying it for many years, and then they busted out saying, yes, we have an open relationship, I told people, aha, y'all thought I was crazy. But I read a lot, and I read across a wide range of things. They see me reading something. A lot of folks, I'm pro-black. We know that. I don't have to keep saying it. The way I speak and just having a platform like this, I don't even have to say it. Oh, yes, he's one of those pro-black Negroes. Watch him. Watch him, marginalize him, hold him back. I know the game. But what I'm saying is that I read so many different things, so I catch things from different angles. Some people think I just need to focus on just this, black empowerment. And I do, because anything I do as a black man and I speak it out, it's going to be black empowerment by default, fool. I don't hate us. But when we misbehave, I have to spank us. I'm not nobody's daddy out here. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to speak my opinion. And when we're wrong, we're wrong. When we're right, we're right. And this is what's going on. How are you going to be Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith? And okay, we talk about the Illuminati and all this stuff. Come on. Not because of their success, but because of what they're doing. You laying up with people in Hollywood. You know producers and people in the business and in the industry. Hey, Jada, I hear you give some good head. Why don't you come to my office later on? That's the real deal. And you mean Will Smith is cool with that? Even if he's not cool with that, all of a sudden you're going to take your frustrations off on Chris Rock in front of everybody to gain back the manhood that you don't have in Hollywood because everybody's snickering and speaking about how much of a simp you are. That's your wife, man. On the real, if you trick off on some freak stuff, we're all freaks in some form of fashion. Do it with somebody other than the one you say is your wife. Your wife, man. You're everything at home. You trust her to make your food. They rich. They don't probably have to have anybody. They probably have maids and help and everything. But what I'm saying, that's supposed to be your ride or die. But you never felt like a man because even though Tupac is gone, your wife is still Tupac's ride or die. Ain't that something? She's in position with you. She's learned to care and kind of whatever. But what she displayed the way and what she speaks about now and how she cries all the time in the recent past about Tupac. And no, man, you don't have a heart. And you know that. If you have a woman's heart, you have a coochie for life. If you have a woman's heart and her love, I don't care how wet, how blood and gorge that clit gets, how horny she gets, she'll use her hand. If you got a 20-year sentence, she'll use your hand when you come out, but she'll use her hand or a toy because you have her heart and you are in her mind. Mind, body, and soul. Every fiber of her being belongs to you when you have her heart, but you don't have your own wife's heart. And you mad. Because now you get into a point you see on the internet, the memes and people making fun of you and stuff like that. And you don't really want to be Billy Badass, but you had to because you're frustrated. It's getting to the point where another black man at the Oscars makes a joke about your wife, but that was the straw that broke the camel's back. It wasn't just about a joke. It was because of all the years of simping you did for your wife. You ain't supposed to simp for your wife. You're supposed to be one team. I'm not an advocate for simps, but if you simping for somebody you trying to woo over the wrong way. If you a man, you state your case. You are who you are. If she digs it, she digs it. She's coming with you. But you don't have to be the professional panty sniffer and say, oh, it's okay. I'm just making sure that there's no foul smells down there. I don't want what's behind the panty. Yes, you do. And when you a simp, no woman's going to want to deal with you because she know what you're doing. Because it's all vagina based. When you're a real man, you stand tall, you have your vision, you're working towards something. She can't help but want to be your helpmate, although she's an individual with her own dreams and desires. And in a relationship, you overlap those things, but you still are two individuals where there is no overlap, but you compromise sometime. And that's not simple when you're both in ride or die. But he's a simp. The biggest name in Hollywood, and we know that's manufactured. Think of the most retarded looking person that you knew growing up in elementary school. Hollywood can take that person and make them a star. Yes, they can. They can take that person and make them a star. They keep shoving it down your throat day in, day out. If it's a music recording artist or a performer, entertainment. They could be some fat retarded dude with buck teeth, 4'10", stink breath, smelling like Limburger cheese, Go up there, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, L, M, P. Put a beat behind it. Boom, 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 boom. Put some money in his hand. Put a couple of luxury cars behind him. Put some chicks with some nice asses, little waistline and anti-gravity titties in front of him, shaking up. He's a star. You'll be at the mall. Normally, if he was just working and sweeping up, get out of here, get out of my way. But because he's a star now, oh my God, I got to get a selfie with him. That's the illusion that grabs our mind. So we think that this is real and this is entertainment. And this is real, they say. And it's the Oscars. Oh my God. Everybody in that audience knew what was going to jump off and what was going to happen. They knew. They're there to control the minds of the masses. And they know who to pick. When you see something like this, you have to think to yourself, what's happening right now that they don't want us to focus on? And that's what later on show is going to be about. We're going to get down on that one. And may I say it, it's Brother Dave that's going to do it. I'm going to be here with him. But he called me. He's like, yeah, Will Smith, Chris Rock. I said, I'm working on it now. I was going to talk about it. He says, man, he told me what it was, and I'm not going to spill it. But that's what it is. This is not the real SmackDown. The other SmackDown already happened. This is as much as I said, I'll say. I told him I'm not going to say nothing to reveal anything, but there is a real SmackDown, and this is the fake SmackDown. And guess what? Why did this happen yesterday? Well, I mean, of course, you know, the date of the Oscars is always usually on a Sunday, but it's perfect because guess what we're talking about Monday morning? Well, we should be talking about that other thing that is happening right now that they're not really focusing on the news. You can find it, and it's in real small print, but it's a major thing going on right now that already happened. So this had to happen. But on the carnal tip, let's just go back and talk about Will Smith. Will Smith said out of his own mouth on the Breakfast Club that he had a problem with Tupac, and even he could not speak to him if he was in the same room. See, me, I don't deal with negative energy. If it's negative coming to me, and I won't speak to you, but not out of insecurity, but because you're a piece of shit. I know pieces of shit in America, in Jamaica, here in Ghana. I don't deal with you because you're envious and you're low vibrational. That's not insecurity. That's not me not wasting my time playing with the little toys when I got worlds to conquer. I got levels to jump. I got to multitask and do lots of things as we all should be doing. And that's what I always encourage all of us to do, to go higher. You don't hear me out here negative and all I'm doing is talking about the white man, the white man, the white man, white supremacy, right? We know that's there. What are we going to do to pick ourselves up? We know he is minor. We should pick our teeth with him, the power that we have inside of us and the seeds of greatness that we have inside of us. How dare you give them that kind of credit? And this is why when you watch stuff like that, you got to watch it. Watch it with a side eye. What are they coming with now? Imagine he smacks him. Where the cops? They didn't come. He obviously, he felt comfortable to do that. I'm not saying the cops are all that. I'm just saying when white folks around and two black men, oh my God, call the cops. The cops are there, buddy. The cops are there. You hit somebody and it looked, even the way he did it, he just walked right up. And did Chris Rock hold his face? He went on talking. The way the blow sounded, it sounded enhanced. I know if I went up there and punched Chris Rock, he would not be standing. And Will Smith has training in boxing, even though it's for the movie Muhammad Ali. You do some training, you get your rhythm. He's a black man. He's got to have some rhythm. He can dance. He can fight to a point, depends on his chin. But one thing we know, Chris Rock got a chin, right? He took that one. But why are you going to do that? What about sponsors? When Tiger Woods got caught up with all them white women coming forward, sponsors were gone. I'm not saying Will Smith has sponsors per se. He makes his movies, but won't you think if you're in this position in Hollywood as a black man on top of that if you did something so niggardly, which white men fight too, I understand that, and it's still niggardly. It's not the color, it's the behavior. That he would lose jobs in the future. He would lose something in the future. They start to question him and say, I don't think we can work with him because if we say a joke about a Jada Pinkett Smith, then he might want to do something to us. Well, what about the dudes who are out there saying Jada Pinkett Smith gives some really good head and she doesn't spit? She swallows. I'm sorry, y'all. You don't get mad at that. So that shows me that this is a fake. That shows me that this ain't real. But there's something else behind it. But that Tupac stuff, it makes you wonder about her. Like, okay, Tupac is gone. So let me move on to the next best thing. Someone who has promise in Hollywood, who's coming up. So really, is she one of those opportunistic women who would just even have kids and come up a certain way? You just want that security because she's not A level. She's B level at best, B minus, C plus, if you want to really rate it. It's from her association that she's where she is. And you've got to have some kind of talent. I understand. I'm not knocking the sister. I'm not jealous of the sister. I'm not jealous of any one of them. This is some regular talk that we're doing. This is no script. This didn't happen 2 weeks ago. Well, I'm going to prepare. No, I woke up and saw this, read a few things, looked at a few things, and then boom, here I am. And for those who came in late, I actually want to play it again. Let me just play this again. I just have to...
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。あら、どうなんでしょうか。
Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of
Let's
me.
look at this again.
あら、どうなんでしょうか。
Oh, wow.
He never put his hands up in a defensive posture. Look at Chris Rock.
Will...
あら、どうなんでしょうか。
Oh, wow. Wow.
Kept his hands behind his back.
Will Smith just smacked...
Will Smith walks away, not even turning around to think, well, this guy might come after me. We don't know what's inside of Chris Rock. Some of the biggest fighters, biggest killers out here are guys that you would just think, oh, he's a nerd. He ain't gonna do nothing. And you mess with them. You know what I mean? They might be having a bad day. What if the situation happened where they were both rolling around on the ground, straight up fighting? There's no way. He did that and walked away. And like I said, did he really take his hands from behind his back? Right? Look, somebody walking up to me like that, I don't care who it is. I'm keeping my hands free. He had his hands behind his back. Look at this.
Oh, wow. Wow.
He only put his left hand up a little bit. But when you saw that swing coming, man, you a black man, you know what's up. Somebody gets in your space. He ain't looking too happy walking up to you. The last second, the split second, you're like, what's up? Here we go again. Let's look at it again. Okay, boom. See what he did now? And it's like a Rocky fight. That punch wasn't that strong where he's knocked back like that. That was like one of those roll with it kind of punches. So it's like, I punched you, but when you do boxing and somebody swings on you and you see the punch coming and you roll with it, it minimizes the effect of it. So if it's something that's orchestrated and you know it's coming, then it looks real. Me and my friend Angelo, we used to be waiting for the subway in New York City. Say we're hanging up by Times Square or 14th Street or in the Village or something, and we would get into this thing where it's like we would do the shadow boxing. And I would broadcast my punch. It wasn't no punch. I have a fist and I open up my hands at the last minute, and he'll dip back like that and it will look real. And he'd do the same to me, and I snapped my head back. Actually, we did that one time on a subway platform. It was on 42nd Street, like 3 a.m, and they called the cops. And they were like, no, you don't play that way. One more time, y'all. One more time. We're going to play the whole thing out.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
He didn't even get off the stage, and he said that so quick. He didn't even hold his mouth and for a second, like, go through the range of emotions that you've been violated. Like, so, I mean, any black man in his right mind that's not like, one of those girly men would hold his mouth, be like, yo, what do I do? It shouldn't even be about what do I do. I'm doing this. I don't care. You punch me. You started it and the whole world sees that. And I'm going to sit there and Will Smith smacked the shit out of me. I'm not going to go the legal route. We're going to settle this right now because you started it. And Will Smith would have got his behind handed to him on that stage. And if he would have whipped me, they would have saw that I'm going out on my shield. I'm not going out. He smacked the shit. No, man. One more time.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
And the Japanese people doing the translation, nigga hit nigga, hit Oscar, Will Smith, they hit niggas everywhere. You know, now we know we can't trust nigga anywhere we go.
Out your fucking mouth!
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんです。
fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out.
Yes, crazy, huh? Before he leaves the stage, he doesn't even hold his mouth. Didn't even knock his jaw off a little bit to grab it. You know, either you're going to jump on somebody or you're going to grab something. He didn't even put his hands up, or he got hit and he still kept his hands down after that. I'm coming after you. You ain't going to get that close. The split second I see you about to throw something, you're going to get something too. We're going to see who's standing. I'm not trying to talk tough. I'm just saying, black men, this is the way we are. We don't give a damn where you come at us. We're at a party. We're acting genteel. We're having a nice time. You see the next guy over there. You're like, okay, that guy looks like a rough guy, but it's cool because we're all here a certain way. But he comes and puts his hands on you. It's on and popping. And anybody approach. So that's the ultimate disrespect, Chris Rock. They'll probably still roll with you because you didn't do anything. Oh, we like the way you handled it, Chris. You didn't go into your nigger instincts and, you know, try to fight, you know, mess the party up. It's Will we'll be dealing with. He's the one with anger management problems because for some reason he says, keep your his wife's name out of your mouth. But he never said anything when, you know, our industry bigwigs had their cocks in her mouth. Yeah, I'm lewd today. We have to see it for what it is. It is what it is. Even if it was a slap. I just took a look down into the chat room. Mate Martin, this wasn't a brawl, man. This was a slap. But you know what? Whether it was a brawl or a slap, as a black man, that's a violation. Not even in a back alley somewhere where nobody saw. You got the world looking. And you smack me? I don't care if you got up in my face. That's a violation with that kind of spirit. I don't know who you are or what your upbringing is, but whatever. I was brought up to be very mannerable. I was brought up to be genteel. I was brought up to also defend myself. And if you violate me and you put your hands on me, it's my universal right to do whatever it is I need to get you up off of me. If I choose not to do something to you all the way, and I know your circumstances, or you're going through something, or you're high on drugs, I might spare you my onslaught. But you don't violate anybody. I show everybody respect on that level. If we get into words, that's all it's going to be for me. I'll never lose my cool. And you say something to me because I will cook you with words. Pretty much you want to do something to me because I'm quick on my feet when it comes to the words. And I'll go all day. Y'all know I'll talk all day. Our longest show is 14 hours. I can talk all day long and make sense. I'll beat you. You go to sleep. I'm still talking in my sleep, cussing you out, ridiculing you. It's not about just a slap. That's like being a little bit pregnant. That's like, oh, I just took half a crack. I'm not really a crackhead because I'm just half a crackhead one time. No, you smoke crack, you a crackhead. You're having sex unprotected? Well, you gonna get pregnant. Not well, he put the head in so it can't really be a full pregnancy as if it was balls deep. No, it ain't working like that. Well, listen, y'all, I told y'all this was gonna be a short one. We are gonna come back. I'm not even gonna say, I'm going to say the time, but I'm going to leave it to fluctuate. But y'all need to be subscribed to landscurve.com. I'm going to put this out to email to everybody. Everybody will get the email for the show. Some of you who are here got the show and are on landscurve.com now. Every live show that we do on YouTube will be on landscurve.com. It's on there right now. Okay, on the home page and on the specific page that I made just for this post. That's the way we're going to be doing things now. And we have a very unique chat room that's there. And sometimes I will kill the comments on YouTube to force everybody to go over there because that's your way of supporting me just by being there, just so we can get the head count up, right? But the bottom line, we're going to bring it home on this situation all the way in a way that's going to blow your mind. I don't have Brother Dave's knowledge depth from which to draw from. I'm not a dumb guy, but I give credit where credit's due. But we're going to do this in a couple of hours. It's not going to be late at night. We still have our late night show. Well, not late night show. See, I keep forgetting. I'm in Accra, Ghana, so I'm 4 hours ahead of everybody. So for me right now, it's 3:27. For the East Coast, what? It should be what now? 11:27, right? So I'm always thinking, for me, it's 10 o'clock, but later on, the night show that I do, the regular show, is going to be at 6. And because I have so much projects in the daytime that I'm doing, this kind of looked out at the same time we do the morning show, but that's kind of pushed back right now because Empress Ella G had lost her mother. So for a couple weeks, she's got to deal with certain things, and I'm dealing with certain things on a, positive level, a building level. So we're going to be doing shows, but the times are going to be shifted. This one wasn't even planned. I was laying in the bed, looked at my phone. I said, what? And I looked at my text messages. I looked at my emails. I'm like, what? Lance, you got to do this one. I was like, okay, I was going to go out and do a nice little walk and go to the market. But I said, okay, let me do this. Let's touch this one. But anyway, I want to thank you all for your support. Share this, spread this. Be ready. Register at lancescurv.com. We're going to get inside the forum and start cooking up some topics and stuff. That's where I'll be. I've been very spread out on social media, and it hurt the site because nobody wants to leave. So we killed the Telegram room. We're killing all these other rooms, and we're going to be on lancescurv.com. If you can't come there, well, that means you don't dig me too tough, and that's okay because the show will go on. Anyway, I want to just say much love to everyone here, and it's been good. And Gemma G, give me a call, man, and we're going to be rocking. It's going to be good later on. We got 2 more shows coming for the rest of the day. But Will Smith, man, come on, man. We know this is a stage distraction, but you are the most insecure man. You're the biggest simp in Hollywood. Your wife is sleeping around. You know that. You say you signed off on that. And even still, there are things in the past that make you suspect also, because a lot of men who go for that, they don't mind because they like that too. I'll just leave it at that. To each his own. Let's live life, but hey, live your truth and speak your truth and never hold back. Lance Scurv out. On to the next one. I think I'm going to do a rooftop right now and stop raining. Anyway, peace out, y'all.
pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I'm tryna do more for the soul, way less for the bread. Yes sir. I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I see the things that they do way less than they said. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out.
Ho. Let me say something here. I'm about to end this show up. Bella. I gotta talk to you about something here. Hold on a second. Let's deal with this comment. I'm on my way out. I done got butt naked, ready to get in the shower and whatnot. But I see this comment from, why would it be staged? It gave the black community a low-class look, acting like animals. Well, look at the movies that we're in. That give us a low-class look, acting like animals. Look at the videos that are made. You think the so-called artist makes the video? You think they create the video? Black women shaking their asses? Men throwing out money in front of cars? It makes us look materialistic. Why are we taking up for these people? We're puppets in Hollywood. We're just pawns in Hollywood. This is how they use us in Hollywood. What are you talking about? Why would it be staged? Of course it's staged. Come later on and you're going to find out why it was staged. With no questions. I'm talking about definite. It's bigger than this. And many of us are going to sit here and say, well, why would it be? No, trust me, it was staged. Let's start the song again. I ain't coming back. I'm done. Much love to you all.
I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I'm tryna do more for the soul, way less for the bread. Yes sir. I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I see the things that they do way less than they said. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Can't be a real nigga, might get you canceled. Fuck the whole system, need the shit dismantled. Coppers treat a nigga like the utmost wanted. Trying to rule the block, but don't know what goes on it. News got a story with a new take on me. Carrying out the window with the screw face on me. But I know that God love me when my blunt burn. 95 degrees and I can't get sunburn. Wonder when your government will make me legal. Burn the whole city if I can't be equal. Get off my dick, please, Brad, I earned that. 400 years, how you still ain't learned that? I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I'm tryna do more for the soul, way less for the bread. Yes sir. I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I see the things that they do way less than they said. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Shout out to the crackers trying to gentrify the genre. Tell them free my niggas, middle finger to your honor. In the days coming down the seconds on the timer. Goofy niggas still trying to purchase that designer. About to buy a chopper, learn to grow my own food. Cause I don't like the look they give me in the Whole Foods. And when you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. But it ain't on me now, I'm limping cause my dick heavy. But ain't shit sweet, niggas think we thin. My whole attitude on MC Ren. It's my neighborhood now, Bob, I bought that. 400 years, how you still ain't caught that? I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I'm tryna do more for the soul, way less for the bread. Yes sir. I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I see the things that they do way less than they say. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside.
どうなんでしょうか。
Wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of it.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんです。
fucking mouth.
あら、どうなんでしょうか。
Wow!
あら、どうなんでしょうか。
Wow! Wow!
あら、どうなんでしょうか。
Wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of it.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんです。
fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out.